All right, I think we are ready. Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you all. I don't know what happened. I was trying to get my music going, but it doesn't look like it wants to play. So that's fine. I will be your music. Hello, Real Chicks Rock. Happy New Year. Thank you so much for being here. If you would like to see the screen share, you can find Maggie, the substitute teacher, on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube. Happy New Year. Sorry, y'all. Getting it together, getting my coffee. Hmm. Real Chicks Rock. I think this came from you years ago. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I hope everyone is doing well. Hope you had a good New Year's Eve. Hopefully you didn't eat too much, drink too much, sleep too much. I don't know. Is that a thing? Who do we have here? We have JT Coin Rings. I feel like this is my first time seeing you here. I could be wrong, but hello, sir, and welcome. Thank you so much for being here and a happy Thank you so much for being here and a happy new year to you. I need to clean my glasses, y'all. I'm struggling. We have Monique in the house. Thank you so much for being here, my dear. Good morning. Happy New Year. Thank you for the funfetti. Let me turn my phones on Do Not Disturb. Y'all know I struggle. We have Maya in the house. Hello, my dear. Maya and I were chatting earlier. Such a pleasure to have you all. We're going into 2023 together, and the best is yet to come. I'm really looking forward to it. We have Khalees here. Khalees, thank you so much for being here with the balloons and the funfetti and the, I don't know what that thing is called. Not a sparkler, but you know what I'm talking about, the little dee. Thank you so much for the celebration. Thank you for buying the Maggie apron. Who else? Oh, Khalees says, looks foggy over there through the window. I love you guys. You all don't miss anything. Yes, it is. This is my home. Welcome to my home. Um, it is foggy. It was a little bit rainy, but not rain coming down, but just like drizzly last night in the Atlanta area, and it cleared up last night. I'm going to show you all lots of pictures. Let me get everything ready to share my screen. But for anybody new here, let me introduce myself. Hi, I am Maggie, your substitute teacher. Usually I'm saying welcome to my struggle cooking class, but I am not cooking yet again today. We're going to have a little chat, a little restaurant review. I went out last night, and I'm going to share everything about it. I think inquiring minds like to know, and I like to tell it. Um, I am not a proper chef. I am not a professional content creator, clearly. I'm just a mom and a home cooker, and I have been sharing my health and wellness journey and my love of food with you all. So, usually, when I'm cooking, if you're new here, I usually cook about 90% of the time. You will find me in the kitchen with my apron on, making sugar free, dairy free, and gluten free versions of the foods that I think we like. Um, but I do go out, and when I do, I'll let y'all know all about it. So, about 10% of the time, you will find me here. So, sit back and relax. It'll take a couple hours before I go out there in the fog, maybe try and find a service to go to, and then I have something else I'm doing later today. Oh my goodness, y'all. Maggie's got to sit down. I am maintaining an 80-pound weight loss with at least 20 more to go. And this time of year is incredibly hard. I do not believe in New Year's resolutions. I just try. I mean, we all like have a new start. So I definitely have some goals, but I love to live life and share it with you all. So, welcome to the happy, wholesome, family friendly side of YouTube. Ah, yes, Maya says, don't forget to like the live stream on your way in. Thank you so much. Maya has a YouTube channel. Anybody else who has a YouTube channel, please shout yourself out. Let us know the name of your channel, or if you have a family business, or how we can support you. Khalees also noticing this is the biggest coffee mug you've ever seen. Oh dear, I have more. But this was a gift from, I believe, Real Chicks Rock years ago, and it says beautiful. We have Sinji in the house. Hello, sir. Happy New Year to you. I like a big mug. Y'all can see I just made my coffee. It's still kind of steaming. It feels good in my hands. But I'm greedy, and so I like big portions. Clearly, that's a problem. But yeah, I know a proper teacup is small with a saucer. I will be going to tea later today and sharing it with you all at the Waldorf Astoria. But I like a big mug. Um, Oftentimes, when we feel like eating, they have said, and I don't know who is they, if you drink water, and this is not water, but I do have my alkaline drops in here. If you try to drink something before you eat, and I know different people have different schools of thought. I am not the food police. But for me, sipping on something hot, whether it's tea or coffee, kind of staves off some of the appetite because I do want to get the rest of this weight off. So, man, Maggie's not going to get away with anything here. Let me pull up my pictures. Hopefully, we don't struggle stream yet again. And I'm going to show you all what I did last night. Oh, the gong gongs is back. So, I went to a restaurant called 9 Mile Station. I had never been there before. And let me see if I can pull it up so you all can see. I wanted to do something celebratory for New Year's Eve. And I was looking around town. There are several restaurants that have dedicated like New Year's menu. And for those of you all who don't know, I am in the Atlanta area. I looked at something similar to what I did on Christmas Day. If you all were with me, I went to the what is it? The St. Regis, and they had a special Christmas menu. And so I thought, oh, wouldn't it be delightful to find another fancy hotel? Hi, Sinji. No, I know the blue people I have some Sigmas in my circle, so I know it's Blue Phi. Shout out. Um, I wanted to do something special for New Year's Day. And so I was looking around different restaurants or hotels that would have a dedicated like New Year's Day menu. And so I found the Waldorf Astoria is one that I wanted to go to. However, I believe it was like $350, and I can't justify that. Yes, it was a dinner, but it was also a party. And so I decided, eh. So I tried to find something that was, how do you say, that made more sense for me. All right, so let me pull up the website. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to go through the website and I'm going to show you all the restaurant that I went to. We're going to take a look at the menu. I'm going to give you a little bit of background, just a little bit, and then we're going to look at my pictures and my video so you all can see my actual experience. All right, so let me share my screen here. All right. So, welcome to the 9 Mile Station. So, let me take a step back and just explain to you all this is a restaurant, a rooftop restaurant. And clearly, I think what you're paying for is the experience. I'm going to go ahead and give you all the punchline. It was not my favorite. It was good, and I'm going to tell you what was good, but there were several things that I did not like. Not the end of the world. Maybe it's just me because I'm old, but I probably will not go back, especially not for this type of meal experience, and I'll explain to you all why. But just a little bit about this place. It's called Ponce City Market. Yes, yes, yes. We have 10 plus sounds in the house. Hello, 10 plus sounds. Thank you so much for being here. I always shout him out. I'm going to claim him as my graphic designer. I'm actually using the wallpaper. Let's see if I have it here. Is this? That's not actually quite accurate, but you all please check out 10 Plus Sounds. He's part of the lead attorney community, part of the mastermind. 10 Plus Sounds is a real graphic designer. You all know I am not artistic. You have seen my Christmas cookies. And he has a YouTube channel where he does relaxation music. But more importantly to me, he has a membership service where you can get artwork, thumbnails, banners for your YouTube channel. And it's only $35 a month. And I think you get 5 pieces of art for your monthly membership. Highly recommended. So thank you so much for being here, 10 Plus Sounds. Okay. So in Atlanta, there is I'm not going to say new because it's been around for a few years. I just don't go anywhere. I stay home with y'all. But I do try to go out from time to time, and there is another mixed use complex, meaning partly residential, partly commercial area that they have rebranded or revitalized. They call it Ponce City Market. Ponce de Leon, or as we say in the South, Ponce de Leon, is a highway or a very long road, popular road here in the Atlanta area. And there used to be a building, a huge building that I think was either like a headquarters or a factory for Sears. And I'm dating myself, and I think Sears has gone out of business, but it was a department store, like a mall department store, but they sold everything from washing machines to clothes. And they would send out this huge, like Sears catalog. And I believe this old factory is either where the catalogs were made or things were shipped from. I don't really know the history. Maybe there was a train there, but it's actually quite quaint. However, when either they went out of business or they stopped needing that building, it just kind of sat defunct for a while. And so they have repurposed it. Let me see if I can show you all so that it makes sense. Ponce City Market. Because we're going to have to get to let me share my screen. Oh, there it is. We're going to have to get to the restaurant. That was strike number one for me. Getting there was not too easy. All right. So if you're able to see here, um, Ponce City Market, you see this huge building that's playing. Let me see if I can pause it when it gets to the front. Oh, not really. Okay, let's see. All right, so you see this huge building, Ponce City Market. So they have basically refurbished this entire space that used to be a Sears warehouse or something like that, and they turn it into mixed use space. Who do we have here? We have Mona in the building. Hello, Mona. Thank you so much for being here. Happy New Year to you, my dear. Mona is also part of the lead attorney community. She has a YouTube channel, one for herself and one for the kids. So please shout it out. Maya says, yeah, that setup is interesting. It's very interesting. And this was one of my strikes. And you all, I am sharing my personal experience with you. None of this stuff is sponsored. I just go out. And if I like it, I'm going to tell you. And if I don't like it, I'm going to tell you. Mona says, my husband used to work at Sears about 12 years ago. So, yeah, absolutely. See the carnival up there? That could be strike number 2 because I'm old. But carry on. All right, so you all can see here, this is an old building in like East Atlanta. And so now instead of a Sears factory, all of these spaces here on the inside are, I think the first level, let me see if I can, and I'll show you guys my actual pictures and video. The floor level is restaurants, I believe. So you can walk through this like long corridor and you can find anything and everything. There is a French pastry shop. I did get macaroons. That was the one thing that I liked there. But they have everything. They have Asian cuisine. They have Hispanic cuisine. They have American. They have coffee shops. They have everything. That's the first level. Thank you, Cindy. Happy New Year to you as well. Mona says it looks cool. Okay, glad you all like it. I'll keep this up here. Um, so the first level, the floor level is restaurants. Let me see if I do this. The second level, floor number 2, is shops. Maybe they have shops on the second level too. I don't know, y'all. It's a lot. That's kind of my other strike. I think I'm just old and I don't do well being overstimulated. Y'all know I'm just, I stay at home. It's like, who are all these people? But to give you all the information. So the second level is like shops. And they have very nice shops. They have Williams Sonoma. I did go in there. They have White Elm and all these little boutique kind of stores, nice stores in there. And then I believe the rest of it is like loft apartments. Okay, so if you want to live in the city, you can see the beautiful skyline of Atlanta. If you want to be close to the city, you can have apartments in the other areas. So there's a lot of these types of places popping up in Atlanta. And I did learn since we chatted last time, the Battery, where I went to Silver Spot, also has apartments too. So I think that's part of the problem, y'all. I'm a girl in the suburbs. Y'all see, I got kids in cul-de-sac. That's my life. I'm not, clearly, Maggie is not a city girl, but I'm just not, the hustle and bustle is not for me. So it wasn't for me, but it is a great place. It is family friendly. They do have different activities. So, restaurants, shopping, and residential. All right. Who do we have here? We have Miss Caudell. So early for you on the West Coast. Thank you for being here, my dear. She says, Happy New Year, all. Happy New Year to you. Yes, yes, yes. What does Maya say? The second level is where Bar Vegan is, owned by Pinky, who owns Slutty Vegan. Thank you. And I have never been to Slutty Vegan. I have a feeling that's on my list. But for those of you all who do not know, and we're not going to go down the tangent here, but there is a very popular vegan burger joint here in Atlanta that started like a food truck. And they used to have lines wrapped around. Everybody was going in to get these vegan burgers. I don't know if it's the impossible meat and vegan cheese, but everybody says it was amazing. They have fries, and their theme is they have SLUT burgers, and that's the name of the restaurant. Clearly, Maggie hasn't been there yet, but I definitely will try it. And they now actually have at least one or more standing locations. We have a stream sponsor already. Thank you so much for the $1.99 JT Coin Rings. I appreciate you. Honestly, you all, this is a labor of love for me, and I really appreciate when you're here just watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment, be in the live chat. All of that you can do for free. It doesn't cost anything, and it helps the channel to grow, and I appreciate you. But when you go above and beyond like that, it just really encourages me that you actually like what I'm sharing here. So JT Coin Rings is our stream sponsor. Let me put you in the ticker, and the stream sponsor is the person who gives the biggest super chat, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, or Facebook stars. So please let me know because sometimes I will miss it. But we have JT Coin Rings. Thank you, sir. Every little bit, it means something to me because I don't know when's the last time y'all found $2 in the street. So I appreciate it for the $1.99. Thank you, sir. So JT Coin Rings is our stream sponsor. Okay. So yes, I will make my way to the SLUT burger shop one day. Maggie just not ready yet. It's a whole other vibe. And I'll let y'all guess. I gotta work my way up. Maya says it's the best vegan food that you've had thus far. And I know we have several vegan scholars. I'm not vegan, but I do have to avoid cow dairy. And so I have been introduced to some dairy free products that are actually really good. Oh, Maya says the lines have decreased a lot. Yeah, I remember last year, I follow them on Instagram. I follow all of the food places that I can find. Tyler Perry, different celebrities would be there. It was a whole thing in Atlanta last year. Yes, thank you all for liking the live stream. Maya says you can't wait for Maggie to review SLUTTY vegan. Y'all, I may have to go incognito. Can you imagine wholesome Maggie? But I will. I'll go. I will. It's for research purposes, right? Okay. So yeah, so you guys can see So we talked about Ponce City Market. So you can see this old Sears warehouse has turned into a mixed use space. Then on top of that, pun intended, there's Ponce City Market, and then they have the roof. The roof. The roof is on fire. We don't need no water. Let the roof burn. And I'm done. Okay, sorry. I just have these outbursts. It's 2023. You know me by now. We have Honey Smiles in the house. Hello, Honey Smiles. Thank you for being here, my dear. All right. What does Genesis say? We don't have dollar bills in Canada anymore. Maggie, nobody dropping bills on the ground. Oh, okay. So I guess they're dropping fives in Canada. Well, I appreciate it. Y'all, I'm really old because I remember the $2 bill. Y'all are laughing at me. Y'all know, you know me and you love me. Accept me and my outbursts. Oh, so yes. Now, so you see the Ponce City Market, restaurants, shopping, residential. And then on top of Ponce City Market, if you look here and you when they zoom in, so you'll see that's the street view. And then you can take this elevator up to the top. Do you see this carnival type space up here? It's called the roof. What else would they call it, right? All right, so let me see. And they have their own website, Ponce City Roof. So let's check that out. Okay. So the roof is like a whole nother experience, and they have another website called Ponce City Roof. Let me see. So you can see here they do all kind of seasonal stuff, skate there. I don't know. They have a bar. They have these igloos. You're going to see all of that. They have this restaurant, 9 Mile Station. Okay. So anyway, let me go back here. I think it's easier. And let me give you guys the links so everybody has all the information. So there's Ponce City Roof. And let me go back to Ponce City Market. I know we have scholars all over, and sometimes you all are in Atlanta, and sometimes you're not. But I love to share because I don't know this stuff. I don't know anywhere. I stay home. Okay. Oh, y'all don't have $2 bills either? Genesis, where are you tuning in from? I think Genesis, are you also in Canada? I can't remember. Okay, so this is my first strike, and again, this is just me. When you arrive, you park in the parking garage. They do have valets. Maybe they validate, maybe they don't. I don't know. But you can self park and pay for parking, and then you walk in and you can peruse the walkable space, and they have festivals and all kind of stuff. It is really nice. There's family there. It's great. But you have to go, and you'll see in my pictures, they have like this kiosk area that you have to queue up in and get in line, because to get access to the roof you need a ticket to get access to the roof. So you have to go into this kiosk area, and they give you like a wristband. So I would say, reservation Margaret Brown, and then they check and see if you're there for dinner, or you can just go to the roof and do like the rides and stuff. So then you take this like freight elevator all the way up to the top, and then you walk across the roof, and the restaurant is at the end of the roof. So for me, a suburban girl who just wants to park and walk right in, this was a bridge too far. So I probably would not do this again. I wanted to experience it because people rave about it. However, um, for my tastes, it just required a lot to get there. And so, if you're going to make me go over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house we go, I want my socks to be blown off. Were they? Eh, eh. All right, Genesis says, yes, you are a Jamaican. Oh, forgot to turn off my phone, living in Canada. Thank you, Mona, for shouting out the course. I need to take down the discount code. I'm not going to say what it is, but I do have a course on how to get monetized on YouTube. If you're interested, you can preview it for free. Thank you, Mona, for dropping the link. So Miss Caudell says, how much was parking? Here's the thing. It wasn't bad. It was $6. However, let's be honest here. I should put a poll, but I'm not going to. When you drive up to the parking garage, you all know how it is. You press the ticket button and the gate opens, right? And then most parking garages, you hold on to your ticket, and then when you're exiting, you put your ticket in, and based on how many hours you're there, it charges you. So to answer your question, I think it's about $2 per hour, which is not bad. However, when I came in, the gate was already up, and there was a lady there just kind of waving you in, like, just come on in. So I didn't press a button for a ticket. Okay. So I parked, and then there's signs everywhere. You all will see in my pictures that say, please pay for parking upon arrival. I'm sure you all have heard of the Park mobile app. You know, these apps where you put in your license plate number and then you can buy by the hour, 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours. So I did 3 hours. It was $6. However, when I left, the gate was up and you just came out. So you all tell me, give me a thumbs up if it's the honor system and there's no ticket punching. Would you have paid for parking if the gate was up when you entered and when you left? Or would you have just said, Happy New Year? Oh, yeah, Mona, I'm sorry, Maya, I have a video of the elevator. Yeah, Maya does not like uh, the elevator. Red Riding Hood. Did I miss something? Yeah, you guys use the parking apps as well. So it was the honor system. Maggie is a rule follower, so I did pay. And plus, I wanted to know how much they were charging. It was about $2 per hour. Genesis has paid for parking, so I did the right thing. I think it was free too, Maya. I wonder if it was just because, like, a holiday. Y'all know, those of you all who live in cities, have you ever had that experience where you pay at the parking meter and then you look and it's like they Sundays are free? Has anybody ever had that experience and you go downtown on a weekend and you didn't have to pay? But I'm just so, like, nervous about that stuff. I would be the one person that would come out and there'd be a boot on my car. So yeah, you don't want a ticket. Okay. So Ponce City Market, and then the roof, and then the restaurant. Too much for Maggie. Okay, so I showed you the Ponce City Market. Um, yes, Genesis says, Maggie, you are no thug in these streets. Exactly. Can you all imagine me getting tackled for $6 a buck? No, 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 no. So I paid. I paid for parking. I just need to sleep well at night. Okay. Thank you. You all know me so well. Maya says you always pay for parking. On some holidays, it's free. Maybe it was free for New Year's Eve. Well, somebody got my $6. Okay, so you all have seen the Ponce City Market. You have seen, what does Mona say? There's days when parking is free. All right, so you've seen the market and you've seen the roof, and I've dropped the links for you all. So now I'm going to go to the 9 Mile Station restaurant. Okay, that's the actual name of the restaurant, but I had to get you all there because, as you can see, it's a hike, right? It's a lot to get there. All right, so here's the restaurant, 9 Mile Station. So you can see now with the view, this is a rooftop restaurant. What does Marie say? I would pay. I think it might have been free because of the holiday. You all make me feel so much better. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Genesis says Lead would fall out if he had to post your mugshot. Can you all even imagine Maggie locked up? I would be in the fetal position in the corner, just I'm a softie. Like, I am not built for thug life. Like, it don't even sound right me saying it. Can y'all imagine the pearls in prison? Exactly, exactly. Imagine not paying the parking and then getting a ticket that was twice. Exactly. So, look, what I paid for this meal, $6 was nothing. Y'all are laughing. Okay, so you can see here, now it makes sense. Exactly, Maya, pearls in prison. This is how rumors get started. No, Maggie's a good girl. I'm not. Mm-mm. So you all can see here. So this is 9 Mile Station, and let me give you the website so you all can have it for yourselves. You can see here rooftop website, so it makes sense now, okay? And I think honestly, what you're paying for is the view. It's casual. Presentation is excellent. I will give it a 10 out of 10 on presentation. Um, I don't need to be in the middle of the city lights. I think for New Year's Eve, maybe they had fireworks and whatnot. I made reservations at 4 p.m. because I wanted to go and I wanted to come back home because Georgia was playing. Go dogs. Y'all wore me out last night. But you can see here, so they have indoor seating. You can see over here on the left, they actually have the indoor seating, and then they have like this patio area you can see here. And you guys will actually see this in my pictures. And then in the wintertime, like it is now, they have like that clear, like not vinyl, but y'all know that clear like window that is like goes from top to bottom so you can see outside, but it keeps warm. And then if you're really balling like that, excuse me, they have igloos you can rent for 2, 4, or 6 people if you want to have your own bubble on the rooftop. Claudel says, I'm a softie too. We have Prince B in the house. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to see the screen share, you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube. All right. I love it. Caudell says, I'm a softie too. Protect the pearls. That's our new hashtag. Protect the pearls, right? Y'all, I can't go to prison over a parking ticket. Who does that? Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everyone. Oh, 10 plus sounds. Afishapa. Happy New Year. Afishapa. Oh, that's my family. Okay, so let's take a look at the website. So now we're up on the rooftop. Doom, doom, doom. Sorry, y'all. Okay, so they still have it up here. So you can see here, ring in the new year with us on the roof. Make reservations now. Now, I think it might be gone. Let me see what happens when I click it. Okay. Um, I think it's gone. Okay, we couldn't find this reservation. All right. Let me see if I can find the. They have so much other stuff here, but let me see if I can find the New Year's Eve. Um, 9. I took a picture of it. Oh dear me. It's top. All right. Where did I put it? I should have saved it. Download the menu. Dinner, dinner, dinner. Let's see something. Is it back here? Okay, here it is. New Year's Eve. So it's still up here, even though this was yesterday. So it says now accepting reservations from 4 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. So I made reservations at 4. I wanted to get in there early and get out. Also, if I'm going to be doing these types of reviews for you all, I'm going to try and get there early while stuff is still kind of fresh and set up so you all have the best view. Um, Living Out Loud says, I see your side eye. Look at the boys. No one would dare cross. No one would dare cross. Is this me in prison? Oh, yeah, that's mommy. That's mom, Maggie. Maggie the mom. Y'all, I tried, but whew. Mom wants to cook jollof rice with the boys tomorrow. Pray for me. You're going to see lots of side eyes tomorrow. Oh, you think they're you think they're afraid of my side eye in prison? Okay, but thank you for that. So let's go back to our website here. So accepting reservations from 4 to 10:30 for New Year's Eve at 9 miles. And 9 Mile Station will be offering a 5 course Prix Fix menu. I'm saying that wrong. I'm sure it's price fix, but that just means that it's a set price. They have a set menu. If you make a reservation, that's what you get. You don't get to order off the full menu. They have a dedicated menu. You'll see that a lot for events, for corporate gatherings. Someone has chosen the menu, so you just go to enjoy what they're serving. All right, and it's a set price. All right, so y'all, you can see, y'all always want to know for oh, it's hard to see here, $130 per person. And honestly, you all, I'm not even going to sit here and pretend like that's the kind of money that I spend on a meal. I hesitated. I did it, obviously, but I think it's a lot of money. But if you get a memorable experience, then it's worth it. Like you all remember when I did the tea with Santa for Nana, and that was like $85. And at first you're like, $85, but you see all that it comes with, and it was a great experience. I was hoping for the same. I was disappointed. For me, that's going to be strike two, the price. Now, that's me, a mom who does groceries and clips coupons. If you've got it like that, you spend $130 on your food for one meal, maybe. But for me, it was a bit much. What does Caudell say? Oh, big cute mug. Y'all like this mug? Thank you. I'm drinking coffee. This is my sugar-free, dairy-free coffee. I didn't make it all fancy, but someone gifted this to me one year, maybe birthday or Christmas. It says beautiful, and I like that it's tall because I'm greedy, and I can feel it. Mona says, how was it in comparison to Christmas at the St. Regis? Hands down, my experience at the St. Regis was better. And I don't even know if I'm going to go back to the St. Regis because it was just 7 food stations. I don't really eat a lot like that at one sitting. So it's hard for me to enjoy. But the service at the St. Regis, the variety, um, you'll see in my pictures. And maybe this is just me, but hands down, the St. Regis was better for me. Um, yeah. So yeah. Let me know if anybody else has been to 9 Mile Station. And again, I went for the New Year's Eve experience. I have never been there for regular menu, and I have heard great things about it. So maybe it's just the New Year's experience. But if you all have been there and you love it, let me know. But I have to be honest with you all. One, it was a haul to get there, and then it's a lot of money, right? Okay, so let's keep going. So you can see here price fixed menu, $130 per person with an optional wine pairing, tax and gratuity included. So that's nice to know, at least at $130. And most of them are like this. When you're going to pay, $85 for tea, or what did I pay at the St. Regis? I can't remember, but I'll have to look it up. A lot of these, it's that one price and everything is included. But keep that in mind, that optional wine pairing. Okay, what does Maya say? I've been a few times, but you stay away during the holidays, and that could be it. I have not seen their regular menu. Maybe they jacked up the price for the holidays, as they should. It's a rooftop view of Atlanta, so people obviously are willing to pay for it. So let's take a look at the menu. All right, so let's see what you get. So this is where you can click to reserve it. So let's take a look at the menu. Why don't we? All right, hopefully you all can see this. All right, so I'm going to show you all the menu. We'll read through this and then we're going to go over to my pictures. So this is what I do when I do a menu review for you all. I just kind of let you know how it was presented and then I share my actual experience. And if I haven't said it yet, thank you so much for being here. I absolutely love when you all join me, whether I'm in the kitchen or just chatting it up. So this was the price fixed menu, okay? New Year's Eve. Notice what you get. So for your first course, you get smoked salmon with a wonton, mascarpone, which is a type of cheese, and chives. Okay, so think of this like a fancy smoked salmon bite. Okay, um, we know smoked salmon. Wonton is like that crispy, like Asian. Deep fried, like crispy noodle. Mascarpone is like the creamy, spreadable cheese, and then chives. All right. And then you see how for each course they recommend a wine. Remember that. Second course is goat's cheese. You had me at hello. Port pear tart. So this is a wine soaked goat's cheese pear. I don't know what this is. Nasturtium and arugula. Does anybody know what nasturtium is? No idea. So this was kind of like a sweet and savory like vegetarian fruit tart with pear, goat's cheese, and whatever that is. Let me look it up. Maybe Master. Oh, plant. Okay, it's a plant. So I get some kind of seeds. All right, so that's course number two. And then the third course, you get duck confit. So that is duck meat. What is confit? I should know this stuff. I've heard it before. It's a food. Okay, I don't know. Maybe it's. I'll have to learn. Pumpkin gnocchi, which is like the pasta made from pumpkin. That was very nice. And caramelized onion, creamed baby kale, nage or nage. I don't know what any of this stuff is, y'all. I don't know how we eat over here. I don't know what it is. And then ricotta salata. So this was nice. This was like a duck meat salad, if you will. That was the third course, and you can see they recommend a pairing of wine, which eat with each course. The fourth course was a ribeye, so yes, you actually get a proper steak, um, and that was very good. Ribeye with a smoked crust, beef fat bolognese potatoes, asparagus salsa verde, and gremolata butter, and then they pair it with a Bordeaux. So the fourth course was a steak. So you can see that the courses here are building on each other. You start with a small taste and then it goes from there. All right, and then the last thing, which I actually really did like, y'all know I love sweets. The dessert was red berries pavlova, blood orange curd. Blood orange is actually a fruit. The pulp is more orange than, what's happening over here? The pulp is more orange than darker than red than orange. And then what else do you get? Caramelized white chocolate daqua and berry dust. And they recommend a sparkling rosé. Okay, so you all see the menu. Any thoughts on the menu? You can see it's broken down into 5 different courses. They bring them out one after the other, and they have a wine recommendation for each course. So for $130, tax included, this is what you get. What do we think so far? All right, so let me drop this down, and excuse me, I'm going to pull up my photos for you now so you all can actually see my experience. All right. Thank you for being here. All right, so let us see. And again, this is 9 Mile Station, which is a restaurant in Atlanta, Ponce City Market. All right. Let me make sure there's no sound. I don't want it to be too loud. Oh, all right. So I'm driving up. You all can see. Now, first of all, if you all were here, and I don't know how this is going to make me sound, but it is what it is. You can see that it's kind of a very industrial kind of area, right? As it should be. This used to be an old Sears warehouse that they have, retrofitted into a mixed use commercial space. So you can see yesterday, Khalees saw the fog. You can see yesterday there's water on the ground. It was kind of raining off and on, so you'll see Maggie was, struggling. But driving up, and you see they have street parking, and then so you see Ponce City Market. They have street parking. They have valet parking, but I did park in the parking garage. All right, so and then I'm walking, so you guys can see when I'm not walking yet, I'm driving and videotaping, but you can see it's kind of this U shape, like old factory. So there's the Ponce City Market, and you can see here they do have, close this, you can see they do have outdoor seating, so it is nice. I remember around Halloween time, which is the last time I was there, they have pumpkins out and hay and different arts and crafts for the kids. So in like this, this like courtyard area, they have outdoor seating. So if you just want to drive up, get something to eat, take it outside and sit down, if the weather's nice, you can absolutely do that. And some people like to do that. See the scooters there, and there's the valet parking. All right. So now I am moving into the parking garage. So you pass the front and then the parking garage is on the right. So I'm moving in there. All right, so you can see here, I think they have like straight is parking if you're one of the residents. You see, notice the arm is up. Notice when I come in, this is up. Usually, you press the button, the arm goes up, and you get your ticket. But we follow the rules here in Maggie's class. So even though the lady was like, just come on in, I still did pay. All right. So pulling into the parking garage. All right. So I parked my car, and then of course they have elevators, and you'll see the signs here, pay for parking upon arrival. So this is Park Mobile. So you can download the app or go to the website, put in that code, the zone 222, and then you can slide how many hours you want. It's about $2 per hour. I chose 3 hours, and it was like $6. And then from your mobile app, you can extend if you want to. All right. So now I've taken the elevators, or I'm going inside you know how there's like parking garage elevators and then there's like the actual building elevators. This was another thing for me. Y'all see, just to get there, it's kind of like over the river and through the woods. So you come out of the parking garage and then there's another set of elevators that takes you into another place that you have to, it was a lot, but you can see warehousey and they're trying to retrofit it, but not too bad so far. All right, I don't know what I captured here. Okay, so now I have made it inside Ponce City Market. So wherever I parked and however I came in on the second level, you can see here. So I'm walking to the other set of inside elevators, but you can see downstairs, people are walking around. That's where I wanted to go because that's where the food is. Greedy. I'm on the level with the shops. So you can see it's like an open concept. People are dressed casually. I think they have some like engines and stuff there, maybe from throwback in the day. Y'all, I don't know. I just make the snacks, but you can kind of get the vibe here. It's open pretty much every day, regular hours. You can come and they have like seated places, nice places, and then they have like grab and go stuff as well. All right. So, oh, yes, where I entered in, there's Williams Sonoma. I'm going to skip past the shopping. I want to get straight to the food because I want you all to see the food. But you can see here they have different shops. So if we have time at the end and y'all want to see more shopping, because you can see here, I'll just let you see. I'm going to skip forward to the food. I did a lot of walking around Williams Sonoma, which is like an upscale, like kitchen-y store. Okay, one place that I did stop that I wanted to go, I'm going to share with you all. There is a French pastry shop. Either you love macaroons or you don't. Genesis is 3 hours of grubbing. Y'all, I'm going to have one with my coffee. I have been to Paris. It was one of those incredible experiences. And macaroons are a French pastry. I believe they're French, but it's like a sandwich cookie, almond flour, kind of crispy on the outside, and then very delicate. And they have a filling, and you can get all kind of different varieties. The macaroons that I had in Paris, obviously, were the best I've ever had. And anytime I go somewhere, I get the macaroons just to see, are they close to the real thing? And of course, they're not close to the real thing, especially if you buy them frozen. However, someone gifted me some macaroons from this place called Saint Germain. It's a pastry shop in Ponce City Market. So you can see they have like not chain kind of stuff, but they have, unique items. And they have, let me see if I can find it for you all. I'm going to show you the picture. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, oh my God. I think this is salted caramel. Y'all, Living Out Loud is loving it. Yes, you love macaroons from a pastry shop. So I was gifted a couple of these ones, and I said, I have got to make it to this shop. This is the closest that I've ever had. I believe the chef may be from France, but you can see here who doesn't like the visual of a pastry shop anyway, right? We're going to get to 9 Mile. I'm walking to 9 Mile restaurant, but you can see again over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house we go. So they have chocolates there, they have macaroons there. So I did get a variety box, and I also got a warm croissant and a cappuccino. But you can see here they have pretty much everything. Mm, mm-hmm. Mm. Oh my gosh, y'all, we gotta stop. Mona says they have artisanal crafted items. There's nothing like the real thing, y'all. So you can just see in here, it's a small shop. So you go up to the counter, you order, and then they have seating outside in the walkway. So I just placed my order, but I did want to share that with you all. Saint Germain, I'm sure, so colorful. Yes, I know. Thank you. Saint Germain is where I got the macaroons. So that is one place that I did stop on my way to 9 Mile. Mm, mm, Look at the pink boxes in the back. It's just so beautiful. All right, carry on. Mm, One moment, y'all. Mm, all right. So I'm just going to whiz through. Oh, I did. Oh, you hear the flavors. So I had her just choose. I said, I don't care. I want one of everything. I didn't get one of everything, but I did get 12. And I had her pick the most popular ones. And so she made a variety box for me. That's what I'm snacking on. So I'll read the flavors. You all can let me know if you like macaroons, which one would be your favorite. So I did get the box of 12 for $32.95. I know, but first time. I don't do this every day. So the macaroons, salted caramel, strawberry basil, coffee flavor. Ooh, that would be good with what I'm drinking. Raspberry violet, mango mimosa, coconut, hazelnut Nutella, lavender, lemon, pistachio, excellent. Vanilla, chocolate, creme brulee, Snickers macaroon. Okay, now they're getting a little extra. Oreo is not gluten free. I think that's the least of our worries, but yeah, because macaroons are almond flour, so maybe they're naturally gluten free. That is good to know. The Oreo is not. They have cotton candy, they have red velvet, and then they're sold out of the peppermint. You like pistachio macaroons? Absolutely. So I had her make a box for me, and she's just going through and picking the ones that are like the best and assembling them for me. So I did. I treated myself. Gotta stop. But it was delicious, delicious, so good. Okay, so there's my box. You can see, and I did get a flaky, warm croissant. This is my problem. Sweets and starches, forget it, forget it. So I enjoyed, but yes, my cappuccino. All right, there it is, Saint Germain. All right, so now I did some more shopping. My dinner reservations were at 4, and I got there like at 2 something, so I did take some time to walk around, but we're going to skip past that. I went into White Elm. So let's skip back past that. Um, what is Living Out Loud? Product placement marketing. You had to walk past those shops to get to the restaurant. I was on the first floor. Honestly, Living Out Loud, I wanted to go to this pastry shop because I knew I was having a cheat day anyway with this meal. So I said, if I'm going to do it, today's the day to have my macaroons. Um, but yeah, I know. You walk past and there's some of everything there. Mona's here for the mango mimosa, the creme brulee, and the salted caramel. That sounds incredible. Ugh, they're so good. I think that salted caramel was the one I just had. So good. Ooh, Caudell says, Miss Maggie, are croissants here different than in France? I love croissants. Yes, the French croissants, the actual one, they're very light, and you could see from the picture, this was very close to the real thing. In my opinion, Publix has a very good croissant, and then if y'all are in Atlanta, the DeKalb Farmers Market has a very good croissant. But let's see here. The croissants in Paris, I don't know how to explain it, but like our dough here is just very like heavy and dense. Theirs, it's literally like just flaky layers, like it's almost kind of messy to eat. So you can see here, like it's just, it falls apart. It is just so, so good. It's like the thinnest layers, light and buttery. I think the flavors are just a lot lighter. Genesis says, I'll take one of each, box them up. Absolutely. Who do we have here? You all know him and you love him. Our high value hero, none other than Petty Tendergrass. Wilbur Gross is in the building. Thank you so much for being here. Excuse me. All right. So you see, I made it past the pastry shop and then I'm on my way to the restaurant. So focus, Maggie. All right. So I did some more shopping. We'll come back to that if you want. Okay. So now it's time for me to go. So you all saw the warehouse. You saw, is this it? Okay. So you saw the warehouse and you saw, like, I got to go up to the top. So there's this kiosk. Did I get a picture of the kiosk? Okay. So in the middle, so if you remember when I drove up, there is like the lawn chairs or whatever. At the end of that corridor, there is this kiosk, this orange kiosk there, right there. Let me see if I can pause it. So you can't just go to the restaurant because you have to get on this freight elevator. And to get on the freight elevator, you need a wristband. And to get a wristband, you have to have a ticket or a dinner reservation. So again, girl from the suburbs, I just want to park and walk inside. This is doing the most for me, but I did it for you all, research purposes. So you walk to this kiosk area, and if there's a line, you got to wait in line. So definitely plan accordingly. Then you go inside, and they have like the hostess stand there, and she asked your name for the reservation. So I said you to Margaret Brown, 4 p.m. And so she confirmed my reservation, and then she gave me that wristband that you saw on my arm. Then you get out of the kiosk, and then you go stand in another line to get on the freight elevator. We haven't even made it to the restaurant yet, okay? So this is what is happening here. So I get my wristband, and I'm queued up. Now the freight elevator is getting ready to open. All right, so this is a rooftop restaurant. And so I'm inside. There's my elevator attendant, festively dressed. And we're getting ready to go up. It is a 1 minute ride to the rooftop. Now, I don't want to get a copyright strike, so I won't play it. But they are playing like festive music, and you can see here. This is an elevator you got to wait on for it to go up or down. You can't just like press the elevator and go on your own. So you're waiting there. It wasn't long, maybe a few minutes for the elevator to come down, empty with all of those people. And then I got on and I was the only one on. So I had the elevator to myself. But you all can see here, so you see I'm going up from the ground level of this warehouse that used to be a Sears warehouse that they've now turned into a mixed use space called Ponce City Market, with dining, with shopping, and with residential. But 9 Mile Station is up on the rooftop. Click, click, click. So, yes, this is the elevator ride that Maya hates. But when you get up to the top, then the freight doors open. You can see she's jamming. She's having a good time. Dun 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 dun. All right, so now we're up on the rooftop, and the freight elevator opens. So now I can get out of the elevator and walk to the end of the roof where the restaurant is. Y'all can see why this was a strike for Maggie. Maya says, be thankful you were the only one in the elevator. It's normally packed. Yes, when I was going up, it was like 30 people that came out. And I was the only one there because I was late, because I was shopping. Tell the truth, Maggie. She was looking left and right. She's like, "It's just you? Come on." So I was the only one on the elevator. But yes, usually it's like 30 people. So you just in there like that. So I'm walking out of the freight elevator. And then you see I'm going up to the rooftop. So you can see here, you saw on the video, but it's kind of like a boardwalk, carnival. They call it Skyline Park. So you don't have to go to the restaurant. If you just want to come hang out here on the rooftop, you can buy a ticket and just spend your day on the rooftop. It is beautiful at night when the sun goes down. You can see Atlanta. So this is what we did last time. And since the Skyline Park, since the restaurant is pretty packed, you're not going to be able to just walk in. And again, I think people are paying for the view, but you can see the view of downtown Atlanta. You can see they have Christmas lights up there. So as it goes nighttime, it does look very nice. What does Genesis say? Definitely not the corner joint. How many checkpoints? Maybe I missed something. What does Maya say? Did the attendant give you the history of the building? No, I didn't get that at all. The lady that I had was jamming. I'll play like 30 seconds of it. Hopefully, it's not too loud. Oh yeah, I know. Her song came on. I'm gonna mute so I don't get a strike because I know that's loud. But yeah, let me show you what my attendant was doing. Was I supposed to get a presentation? I was in there by myself, all alone. And then when the beat dropped, she was having a good time. Wasn't nobody talking to me. I didn't get a presentation. I didn't get a warm welcome. Mm-mm. I just got the two-step. She was having a good time. I was on that elevator for a minute alone. That's a half strike. I think that's a great opportunity to welcome people and to tell them the history, but she was doing the two-step. She wasn't talking to me. What does Wilbert say? People heard of the Maggie roll and were afraid you were going to knock them off the elevator, so they let you ride along. Thank you so much, Wilbert. For anyone who doesn't know, Wilbert is our class clown, and he likes to remind everybody of this happy dance that I did when I enjoyed my food. All right. Oh, Maya's going live at 4 p.m. today. Maya's also East Coast, so thank you for telling us. And inbox me the link. I'll try to hop on. Oh, will I be at the Waldorf Astoria? I'll try. Um, Somebody got speakers for Christmas, so if you hear something, let me know. If it's too much, I will try to handle it. Ah, Maya says, yes, the attendant gives you all the history and how the rooftop came to be. I didn't get it. I didn't get it. She was doing the two-step. Carry on. Okay. So you can see here now I'm walking down the boardwalk. So you can see here they have games, they have rides. It's just a lot. And like I said, I'm just trying to get to dinner. Show me the snacks, right? I got to walk through the shops, the restaurants. I get forced to buy macaroons. Then we have all these games and all this stuff just to get to the restaurant. Drop the beat. Okay, Janet Jackson. Yeah, she was waiting for the beat to drop. She was over there doing the two-step, minding her own business. Not a hello, not a happy new year, nothing. Okay, so let's continue. So you can see, but it is a nice space, if you're into that type of thing. So when you walk across the roof and you get to the end, I have finally made it to the restaurant. Okay, so this is the 9 Mile Station entrance. So again, I have parked. I have gone up the parking garage elevators. I have gone into the building and then gone on the building elevators. I have walked the length of the building to get to the kiosk, to get a wristband, to go up the freight elevator where nobody talked to me, to come up on the rooftop, click, 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 and then walk across the rooftop to get to the restaurant. Yes, I was forced to buy macaroons. This looks like lavender. So you all can see, and again, maybe it's just me, maybe I'm just an old lady from the suburbs, young people, maybe this is what y'all do, but I'm used to parking at Applebee's, 2 for 20, 2 steps, and I'm inside. And plus, I did dress. I wore like boots with heels and a coat. It was like a turtleneck dress, not the best, but and I had been shopping, so I'm carrying bags. Maybe I just sound so petty right now. Keep going, Maggie. Whew. The lavender flower. Mona's laughing. Okay, so I have finally made it to the entrance of the restaurant. I've made my reservation. I paid $130. I'm ready for my 5 course meal. Let's go in. Mm, 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 mm. So you all can kind of see here, because this is an old like warehouse, it's just got a very industrial kind of like rustic kind of vibe. Not my thing. Not that it's bad. It is beautiful inside, but like the bathrooms were unisex, not my thing. I'm a girl. It was just not my style. Nothing wrong with that. It's just not for Maggie. They did greet me when I came in, so they're setting up. The servers are, greeting me, and then the hostess is taking me to my table. They sat me outside, but you all can see, and you saw from the website, so there was an indoor seating, and then on nice days, this would kind of be like their open area. But you can see on the wall there, they have like the clear vinyl down, so it's heated, but you can still see a beautiful view of downtown Atlanta. Mm, so good. Okay, now another good thing, they did seat me in the corner. So you can see I'm at the corner of the patio area, not outside. The igloos are outside. And yes, I said igloos. So I'm at a little table, and I have basically like a panoramic view of the city. So I do appreciate that. And honestly, if you're new to Atlanta or you've never seen the skyline before, this is something that is beautiful, especially as the sun goes down. Y'all know I used to work for Coke, and I mean, I worked in the city, and so I have seen it so many times. It's still lovely, but I think that's what you're paying for, right? What does Genesis say? Not boots with heels. Oh yeah, I tried to dress up, you all. I had on, y'all saw my knee boots, these like suede boots I have with heels. When I go out, I try to represent myself well, try to represent you all well. Yeah, Mona, I'm not feeling it. Because, of course, y'all know me. After being there all day in the cappuccino and walking and everything, and I'm old. And I was like, um, where's the ladies' room? And she pointed me and she was like, pick any of those 3 doors. And I was like, come again? And she was like, any of those 3 doors. And I was like, what? And it's the thing now where, if it says vacant, you just go in there. This is all I'm going to say about that. I am a boy mom, and I know boys are different, but we have traveled together, and I have booked 2 separate rooms, connecting rooms, but for the boys to have their own bathroom, and Maggie gets a bathroom. It's just okay. So I have a beautiful view. So let me show you guys what you're looking at here with these igloos. All right, so let me come to a stopping point. So you see they have nice bar tables, kind of rustic. All right, so outside, let me stop. Okay, so this is to my right. So I'm seated inside. I'll show you the table that I'm in. If you're really balling like that, they have these igloos, which are these plastic domes outside of the vinyl area. If you want to be in your own restaurant bubble, keep your circle small. If you want to be in your own bubble, you can rent these. And I don't know if it shows up. I don't know if I can zoom in here, but this says like Mr. Armstrong or whatever. It is nice if it's a special occasion, and this was New Year's Eve. If you wanted to rent an igloo, they will set it up. So I think there was a couple across from me. So this one had two chairs set up. Okay, so you see right here, this is where I'm kind of seated. So you see this like two set of table, small table with two chairs right by the vinyl, and then the igloos are outside if you want to be really underneath the stars. So they put me kind of like, you see how this one is on this corner of the building? I'm basically the same on the back side of the building with a little lamp and a place setting. So it was very nice, but we can go back and look and see. I think they wanted like $200 or $300 for those igloos on top. Let me see. I want to know now. And then you guys can tell me if you think the igloo is worth it. Maya is looking. What are you looking at? Yeah, I said, come again. What did Rodney say? Preach, sister. Y'all know I have my tangents. What did I say? Who knows? Okay, let's take a quick look at the igloos. We had Divine. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to see the screen share, I'm on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube. I'm going to drop this down and I'm just going to show you all the igloos because it doesn't make sense until you see it for yourself. Maya said, Maggie said, what y'all talking about, Willis? I don't need an igloo. Y'all are laughing at me. Look, I'm not going to act like I ride like that. I drive a Kia. No, we're not doing that. I'm here for the dining experience. Again, I'm old and I'm from the suburbs. Okay. But if you're a city slicker and you want to be underneath the stars, have it your way, Burger King. All right, so we're going to take just a quick look at the igloos, then we're going to go back to the pictures. And thank you for being here, Rodney. All right, so you can see here, igloos are back. Lovely. It says reserve one of our private 9 Mile Station igloos, which requires a flat rental fee and can seat up to 6 guests. Igloo reservations include general admission to the roof. Okay, and that is good to know. In all seriousness, I know I was making fun of it. Excuse me, because I'm not into that carnival life. Been to plenty of them with the kids. But to be clear, so I give you all the information. If you make a reservation at 9 Mile Station, you have access to all of those facilities up top. I think you still have to pay for those games and to ride the rides. I don't know. I'm not doing that. But you can either buy a ticket for rooftop access just to spend the day up there, or if you have dinner reservations, it includes rooftop access. Aw, thank you so much for being here. Rodney says, my pleasure. What does Mona say? We have some places with those igloos. You had lunch in one during the... Okay. Um, and then there's Wilbert. Did I miss it? You love the thumbnail art? Oh, yeah. 10 Plus Sounds made that for me. Yeah, City Slicker. Y'all know? Mm-mm. I'm the auntie around here. Okay, so just for the igloos, you have access to the roof. You get it for 2.5 hours in one of our heated and decorated igloos. So I will show you all. They did have a little space heater in there because you are going to need it because you're outside in the elements. All right, Genesis, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. You all feel free to come late, feel free to leave early, feel free to multitask, listen without watching, watch without listening. I just appreciate you being here. Maya says, you have access to the roof, but they nickel and dime you for all of the games. Yep. For the ski, yeah, I know this. The what is it? The ski, the rolling balls, putt putt, the slide. It's fun though. Okay, that's good to know. But I just want to share with you guys. If you ever want to make a day of it, you're going to pay for all of those activities, but you get access to the roof. And I'm sure it's like limited capacity because everybody that you saw down on the shops can't just go up there. All right. So it's 2.5 hours. You get heated service. They're decorated. You get a dedicated server. Well, isn't that nice? And access to the 9 Mile Station menu. Of course, it's part of the restaurant. $25 food and beverage minimum per person. And then all guests must be 21 and igloos are non refundable. Let me just click on this and see how much they want for the igloos. Okay, so if you're going on a weekend, $200 booking fee. Now, I don't know, and it's sold out. Dang. So I don't know if it's $200 and then if you eat, like, I don't know. Okay, $200. $200 for the igloo. I'm sitting inside. I can be next to the igloo. I can see y'all. Y'all can see me. I'm not doing that. The dinner was already $130 per person. Then you're going to add 200. Let me stop. It could be somebody's anniversary, so let me not judge. Okay? All right, so where were we? Let's go back to the meal because y'all are here for the snacks. All right, so I just want to explain to you all everything. Y'all know how Khalees says, I give such thorough reviews that y'all feel like you were actually there and you can lie and say that you were. Rodney says, oh, Maggie, uh-oh, what did I do? Okay, so you all can see I'm seated like inside of one of these tables, and then you can see the door. There are doors here that open up to take you to the igloo. And let me show you the space heater. Um, so I'm just doing a little lap around so you all can see me. Stop. Okay, so you see right here, they have like these standing space heaters. They have a little, something on the table. I don't see any decorations, but maybe that's just me. And then there was a couple in this one. They came later for two. All right, so that is nice. All right, so now I am seated and the server is coming up. Oh, all of the place settings had a menu. Let me go back because I want you guys to notice something. All right. They were still setting up when I arrived there. And again, I did make reservations at 4. So you can see, oh, they hadn't even done it yet. All right. So they put the menu down. Let's keep going. Oh, so you can see here, they put this menu down. And I don't know if anybody notices a difference. I'm going to pause. And I don't know if anybody notices a difference here. I'll keep going. But they come, they pour my water, and they welcome me in, which was nice. All right, I'm going to pause right here. Maybe I'll send happy mail to anybody who notices anything different from this menu and the one that we reviewed at the beginning of the stream. So when I was seated, they had my place setting. It was a nice little round table with a lamp, a beautiful little lamp, lit up well. Um, my cutlery, linen napkin, glass, pour water, and the menu. What does Wilbert say? Leave it to the good old US to find a way to charge you more for sitting outside. Oh, yeah. Marie says the movie theater had more selection. You're right. Take me back to Silver Spot. Take me back. All right. So, I don't know if anybody noticed, but you see right here, they sat this down in front of me. I zoomed in. Can anybody see? Let me know if anybody notices a difference here from what I booked. So I've walked over the river and through the woods. I've paid for parking using the honor system. I was forced to buy macaroons, did some shopping, took the freight elevator, didn't get the warm welcome and history lesson. There you go. So Maya caught it. Why does this say vegetarian offerings? No, ma'am, no, sir. I paid for duck confit. I paid for ribeye. You will not, and there is nothing wrong with being a vegetarian. However, This is huge for me. At $130 per person, I want, look who we have here. The one and only Brandon L. Jet watching from the clouds and then descending down. Yes, you all know I I did not book a vegetarian. So for anyone who just hopped on, I'm going to show you really quickly because I didn't catch that at first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so this was the New Year's Eve special. View the menu. So this is what I reserved. Okay, so I am supposed to have three different proteins. Oh, sorry, y'all. I clicked the wrong thing. I'm supposed to have three different proteins. And I don't know, y'all tell me, is that wrong? Am I being greedy? But Rodney says, is this a hostage situation? I'm supposed to have, what am I supposed to have? Smoked salmon. Oh, let me show you. This is what I'm supposed to get. We'll review it since we had some people pop in, okay? This is what I am supposed to have. Smoked salmon in the first course. Now, the second course is vegetarian, just goat cheese and pear. The third course is supposed to be a duck confit. The fourth course is supposed to be a ribeye. Okay? So I sit down and it says vegetarian menu. No, there's no selection. On a price fixed menu, this was $130. You get those five courses. That's it. Rodney says, is this a hostage situation? We have Out Here Trucking. Thank you so much for being here. I think it's my first time seeing you here. And Happy New Year to you, sir. Please be safe out there on the roads. I know we have Marie, our resident trucker in class. Now we have another trucker. Thank you. I'll be thinking about you guys, Marie, Brandon, Out Here Trucking. I know we have like nurses and military and people who travel who don't always have access to a kitchen. So I'll try and come up with some more recipes that you all can take with you on the road. Yes, Happy New Year. Thank you, thank you. I did not forget to read the fine print. I know what I booked. I know. Maya's like, what? What does Brandon say? Absolutely not. You should get what you paid for. Hello. Hello. Oh, thank you so much. We have a new stream sponsor. Thank you so much. Living Out Loud, the podcast, blessing me with the $9.99. She says, I love this documentary and the video and commentary. Great job, Maggie. Thank you so much for saying that. You all know I have a cooking channel. And you all are my scholars. I'm your substitute teacher because I teach food substitutions that I make. But I'm trying. Y'all know I don't go anywhere. I stay here talking to y'all. I work from home. I have my groceries delivered at home. I have all my services done at home. So I don't go out there. But I'm trying to have more experiences and take you all with me. So I'm glad that you like this. I know Maya likes it. Khalees likes it. I'm still going to be cooking for you all like 90% of the time. You will find me in the kitchen tomorrow. Nana's coming back. My mom is going to be cooking. We're going to be making jollof rice. Shout out to the Africans, 10 plus sounds. This is tomorrow. So we'll be, oh, wrong one. Oh, here it is. We'll be cooking jollof rice tomorrow. So, oh yeah. But yeah, this is kind of like, it is a labor of love for me. I have been cooking since 1842. And just like to share my experiences. And this is something that, as the boys, they're both in high school, as they're up and out, and I've been corporate since college, but that's not going to be forever. I'm just trying to create something that is a passion of mine, and you all have made it, a labor of love. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me add you in the ticker. Living Out Loud also has a YouTube channel. She is a beautiful senior in our community, and she has a YouTube channel where she is sharing how she's living out her golden years on her own terms, gardening, artwork, all of that, right? This is something that I can do. I'm 47 now. I can do this for the next 40 years. So I will always be cooking, but I'm hoping to Especially since I work from home, I can go anywhere. I can work from anywhere. Living out loud up podcast. I can travel and have different experiences and take you all with me. Like Khalif says, then you can lie and say you were there because I'm showing you everything, all the details. Um, I was going to say in the new year, but in the first quarter, I'm making plans with AV to go up to Boston and do like a New England restaurant tour with her. So I'll be traveling and taking you all with me. So thank you so much for the $9.99, and I'm glad that you like this. All right, let's see. What else do we have? Shout out to Nana. Yes, Nana will be back tomorrow. My mom, she taught me everything I know. She is a retired home economics teacher. You know her. And you love her. There's Nana with the gong gongs. And I want to cook with my grandbabies. Whenever mom was cooking, my dad said Maggie in the kitchen. We have Waldo in the house. I think I've seen you here before. Thank you so much for coming back, Waldo. Exactly. Caudell says you're a boy mom too. You're not feeling the unisex bathrooms. I'm going to leave that right there. Okay. So you all saw I sat down and the menu is different. All right. So let's go back to the pictures. All right. Let's see. We're at Ponce City Market. So for anyone who just hopped on, this is 9 Mile Station. And I'll just show you, since we had some people just hop on, I'll show you really quick. This Atlanta, it's a new to me because I don't go anywhere. There's a community called Ponce City Market. It is an old Sears warehouse, and they have turned it into a mixed use space. You can see here, very industrial, restaurants on the first level, shopping on the second level, residential space. And then they've turned the rooftop into this other experience with this restaurant called 9 Mile Station, which is where I went. So I had to go inside and up and across to have my New Year's Eve dinner. Okay, so this is what we're talking about today. All right, so let's go back to the pictures. Let's drop this down and oh, let's go back to. Thank you so much to 10 Plus Sounds for the artwork, my graphic designer. All right, so let's go to the snacks. Y'all are here for the food, right? So here's what happened. I already told you this was not a great experience for me, but I'm sharing it with you all, just my experience. The strike one for me was it was just too much to get there, to park, to go up the freight elevator, to go across. It was just too much for me. I'm a suburban girl. I just want to park and walk inside. Then you saw when I arrived, they were still kind of setting up, okay? And that's fine. I did make reservations for 4, and I was actually like 5 minutes late, but they were still kind of getting things together. And so there was a little bit of confusion. Um, all right, I'm just showing you guys there's me and the igloos and whatnot. There's a daggum vegetarian menu again. There's another picture of the igloos. Um, the other thing is that in my opinion, at this price point, and it was $130, at this price point, I expect pretty much impeccable service and a very well trained and knowledgeable staff. Sounds harsh, but this is what I mean. Everybody was nice to me. Everybody was very nice. But I'm here to ask questions and have the experience. And when I would ask, sometimes they would just read to me what's on the menu. Like Maya said, I didn't get the presentation in the elevator. That's not the restaurant's fault. But what they ended up saying is like basically the chef kind of put this menu together pretty recently and they were all like learning it still and it showed. So it wasn't a seamless experience. Um, but I'm glad I went. Thank you all for clicking the like button. Waldo says you were just about to ask about the food. I'm getting there, sir. I know I have my tangents. Okay, here we go. So there's the igloo for $200 more if you would like it outside in the beautiful Atlanta skyline. Oh, yeah. So Minx, Arnold, or whoever they are, you can get your name on the placard. Okay, so I'm seated. They're pouring my water. And Y'all can judge me. So you see the menus on the table, and I'm looking at this menu, and I didn't see the vegetarian at the top, but I'm looking at the courses, and I'm just kind of like, this looks a little off to me. But I hadn't really put two and two together. I asked to go to the restroom. There's the unisex bathroom. Y'all can see. Okay. So she was like, just pick a door. There's three bathrooms, all the same. Just pick one that's vacant. Not a fan. What does Mona say? Logistics will make or break an experience for sure. Yeah. And I don't blame anybody. I'm glad that I went, but oh, Mona says there's so much parking and construction issues in my area, you don't even bother. I just think for the effort to get there, I just expected it to be exquisite. All right, so I did go to the restrooms. That's all you'll see. There was nothing, fantastical to see there. All right, so I'm walking back to my table. So you can see there's me with my little bag and coat, and I'm just showing you guys where I'm sitting. So I arrived at 4 o'clock, and it was pretty empty. So that's good. All right. So now they bring out this glass of champagne, which is nice. Well, actually, no. Let me explain something. All right. You all tell me if I sound cheap. I talked to somebody about this and they were like, yeah, that's what you should pay. So you all remember the 5 course menu and it says with optional wine pairing. That's fine. $130 for 5 courses. And each course had a wine recommendation. So when I sat down, the server, who was very nice, asked me if I wanted to add on the wines. And I was like, no, thank you. I'll just have what comes with it. And she was like, oh, I highly recommend that you add on the wine, pairing. And I was like, I'm a lightweight, which is true, you all. I don't drink like that, so I have to be very careful. Um, and she was like, oh, I highly recommend. It's been picked out to go with each course. And I said no at first. And then I realized like all that comes with the menu is water. Am I being cheap? I don't know. At $130, like at the other hotel experiences, you would get, um, whether it was open bar, you would have tea or coffee or something, but it was just water. So I guess I could have ordered a beverage. So I went to the ladies' room and then I was just like, oh, screw it. Well, I can't even say the ladies' room. I went to the facilities and then I was like, okay, whatever. Let me just add on the wines. And I asked her, how much is it? And she says, it's $50. So each of the 5 courses had a wine selection. So there were 5 glasses of wine, $10 per glass. So in addition to the $130 that you paid for the food, if you want to have the full experience that they highly recommend, it's another $50. So I ended up paying $180 for the 5 courses, which you will see, and then 5 glasses of wine, which for me is way too much. I'm 1 glass, one and done. I would have preferred make a wine recommendation or order a cocktail that I could have one and sip on through my meal. But when I added this on, every course came with a new glass of wine. And for $50, when I'm not even a drinker like that, what I'm realizing, because I don't go anywhere, when you go out, what you're paying for is the alcohol and maybe the view, because the food was good. But was it $200 worth of food for one person? I don't think so. Maya says, I bet the wine was extra. $50. $50 extra. And you all noticed on the menu, um, yeah, I don't know. You tell me. Am I being petty? Am I being cheap? But you all can see here. Oh, let me show you. You all can see here on the wine. Let me close this. So you see how they have the menu. Oh, didn't mean to zoom in like that. So you see how they have the menu and then perfect pairing on each thing. They're basically telling you, you know, have this rosé from France. Excuse me, have this Chardonnay from Sonoma. Have this Pinot Noir. Have this Bordeaux. So I don't know. What would you all do? Would you all add the wine, or you would just say, no, just let me have the food? Maybe I'm, less sophisticated, but I'm just not a drinker like that. All right. Let's see what y'all are saying in the comments. Maya says, for $130, top quality should have been offered all around from food to beverages. Honestly, you all, and here's the thing, I don't want to penny pinch, but if it's going to be a $200 experience, charge me $200 so I'm not nickeled and dimed, because I don't like that part. Like, the reason I didn't go to the Waldorf Astoria, because they had a $350 New Year's Eve dinner. Wasn't going to do that, but it was like a party and it was black tie and all of that. But even the St. Regis, you all have been me when I reviewed the St. Regis. When you order the tea at the St. Regis, or I order the dinner at the Regis, open bar, as much as you want. And let's say it was $200, but at least you know that whatever you see is included. I have a problem. Maybe it's just me, y'all. I don't know. Rodney says that's some expensive vegetables. Can you imagine? And they were trying to give me the vegetarian menu on top of that. Yeah, Waldo's not feeling it either. Maya says you would have just ordered the mojito and called it a day. I probably should have just ordered a cocktail, but they're not pushing, but they're eagerly suggesting that to really have a great experience with the food, you need to have the wine that they pair with it. Okay. What does Caudell say? The first course is different. Oh, Caudell's on delay. You guys agree? Okay. The drinks get you every time. So for me, and I love a home cooked meal. I love cooking for you all. I love serving the family. I love serving guests. I just, you thank you for saying that, y'all. And I hit the wall. You almost feel compelled to drink because you paid for it. And that's never a good thing. Like with eating, like we don't need to clean our plates and we don't need to, bottoms up. But you pay that much for it, you do feel like you need to drink it. Wilbert says, yeah, I'm sorry, but no vegetarian meal is worth $200. We got some vegetarians and vegan scholars. I saw the menu. Would you $130 for what you saw? Was it top shelf? It was good wine. It was good wine. I just didn't like how it was presented. How are you to walk back through the maze to get there with all that alcohol? I know. Did y'all see I had to go over the river and through the woods? Caudell's on delay. Yeah, they didn't lay out the extra cost. I think that to me was the strike too. Just the whole like service aspect, like being knowledgeable, putting the wrong menu down. It just that to me. What does Brandon say? Exactly. And Brandon, hard pass on the wine, but then again, you don't drink. Yeah. So I will have a glass and I'm good. I'm a one cocktail with food and I'm good. On a special occasion, a glass of champagne, a glass of wine. 5? Is that what y'all are doing going out? I'm not doing that. Waldo says over the river and through the woods. Okay. So here's what happens. This is when I started to put two and two together. So you see, it is nice. They brought me a glass of champagne. So I am looking at the champagne or whatever this is, and I'm looking at the menu because I'm like, okay, is this the first course? And I'm looking, and that's when I realized, wait a second, the first course says something else, and this is like a sparkling white. And I started asking questions, and they didn't know, and they had to go get other servers, and someone else came out to tell me this was the amuse bouche, which is like, I think it translates to chef's kiss. When you go to a fancy restaurant, before actual food comes out, they give you like one bite of something just to kind of like wet your palate, get your appetite started. And so this was the wine that goes with the amuse bouche. It's not on the menu. I'll show you all what it is. But that's when I looked at the menu and I was like, wait a minute, this says vegetarian. So yes, absolutely. So we're getting ready. So they bring me that to start my palate. Now they have gotten me the right menu. Okay. So again, for anyone who just hopped in, my first course is smoked salmon. Then I'm going to have goat cheese, duck confit, ribeye, and dessert. All right. So now they have changed my menu. In my opinion, at this price point, it should have been set before. Oh, Waldo says, for that $130 in New York would have gotten you a lovely view of the city near the ball drop with decent food and an open bar. I made 4 p.m. reservations, so I left before like New Year's because I want to come home and watch the game. Go Dogs! But even if you could sit there and watch the peach drop, I don't know. Maya says, I think I figured it out. They try to get you drunk so you won't notice the menu is different than what they advertise. I'm not going to go that far and say it was intentional, but they just weren't ready. Okay, so this is the amuse bouche that arrived, and I'm going to unmute so you all can hear the server. What this is, it's pork pate, which is like a paste, and it's cooked, but it's like ground up pork. Think sausage, okay, fancy sausage, kind of in a paste, and they cut it into a square with some crumbles of like fancy croutons and beets. So this is like the little one bite that they brought out with a glass of champagne just to get things started. So let me see. I tried to capture them when they were explaining to me because I want the whole experience. I want to know what I'm getting. So hopefully this isn't too loud for you. Pork pate with
sourdough herb crumble and pickled.
Okay, and that pairs with this one right here. Okay, thank you so much. All right, so pork pate with sourdough herb crumble and pickled beets. How are we feeling about the amuse bouche? And again, this was not on the menu, just a little compliments of the chef. Y'all are agreeing with Maya. All right. So I took a picture so you all can see in comparison to the champagne glass. It's literally just like one bite. They served it with a fork and it kind of moved around a lot. The manager did come out to check on me multiple times. Maybe it was on my face. But he came to check on me multiple times and I gave feedback and I let him know that the the taste was really good, but it was a little hard to eat. And he says, oh, okay, maybe we should have served it with a spoon. I agreed. I took multiple pictures, y'all. Okay, so you can see. I ate it though. So you can see here. Was it free? Maya says, was it free? Yeah, compliment of the chef. If it's free, I love it. Absolutely, yeah. It was free. Free. The name is longer than the actual dish. Yeah, literally it was like 2 bites. So that wasn't on the menu. So that was the chef's kiss. So get me started. All right, and now we're ready to begin course number 1. So this is the first course, smoked salmon, wonton, mascarpone. So they bring me another glass of wine, and they did say this is a half pour. So I drank that champagne or whatever that was, and now a half glass of wine for the first course. So now this, I loved the presentation. So I'll let you all see what this is. Let me see if I can give you sound. All right, so this is the smoked salmon. So you can see they kind of made it like a Big Mac. Okay, I know. But you can see it's like a double decker, okay? So you can see, you know what wontons are, the crispy fried, like delicate Asian noodles. So they fried them flat like a circle. Then you have a layer of mascarpone cheese. Honestly, as much as I love cheese, it's a little rich on the cheese. I think it was more mascarpone cheese than the smoked salmon. You can see the smoked salmon was a very thin layer. The chives were in there. I would have probably liked less cheese, more salmon, but I don't know how you were supposed to eat it, but I did like pick it up and bite it, and it kind of crumbled. Living Out Loud says, I don't like to be nickel and dime. However, you would have paid it. Yeah, I'm glad that I did it so I can explain everything to you all. Probably won't do it again. Maya says, yum. Ah, Rodney says, wow. Um, Maya says, 2, please. I know, right? That's one thing. Like when you're at the other places like the St. Regis or whatever, you get as much as you want. But I only got one of everything. But yeah, heavy handed. So let's see. All right. So yeah, it was beautiful presentation. And then it had some pickled relish side. Let's see what it is. Hopefully it's not too loud. And it was paired with a half pour of wine.
Our smoked salmon wonton with mascarpone and chive. Top that is going to be garnished with a little bit of onion on the side.
Oh my, oh, I missed that.
Eggplant relish.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes, I will.
Okay. Smoked salmon, mascarpone cheese, um, eggplant relish on the side. I really did like it. I really did like it. Thank you for coming through, Snuggles. All right, so let's go on. So that's course number one, a glass of wine. All right, so I just took pictures for you all, some video and some still pictures. In my opinion, salmon was excellent. Eggplant relish was excellent. Wonton was excellent. I think the mascarpone or mascarpone cheese was a little heavy for my taste, and I'm a cheese lover. Oh, I didn't notice that they have some on the inside and they have some on the outside, on the side. So you can see they made it like a Big Mac. Maya says she wants two of them. All right, so let's see. All right, Maggie is drinking. All right, let's see if there's anything else. Living Out Loud says you would go just to taste the can't go wrong with salmon. I know, right? Living Out Loud says you would go just to taste the wine. Okay, so that was course number one. Now we're ready for our second course. I don't know if that's the second glass, but it's goat cheese pear tart. All right, so then this came out. And again, I have to say, with all of my criticisms, presentation was exquisite. You can see here, this is like a puff pastry on the bottom. The white in the middle is goat's cheese. I love goat's cheese. Y'all know me. It's got that nice little tang to it, kind of like a sour cream or like a blue cheese. And then those are slices of pear soaked in wine. So that's why they're purple on the outside and then they slice into the pear. So you have the sweetness of the pear, the creaminess of the goat's cheese, the puff pastry, and then they put some arugula, which is like, lettuce, but it's like a really herby, like kind of spicy lettuce on top with some beautiful flowers. Excellent. Again, presentation, great. Maya says you enjoy the goat's cheese as well. Yes. Oh, wow. Yes. Snuggle says we eat with our eyes. We all eat with our eyes first. I think so. You all like to look at it and then hopefully it lives up to that. Maya says two, please. Let's see if I can get some sound for you so you can hear. Because, I'm not going to let them just put it in front of me. I want the full experience. Tell me what it is. What eating here? What's all this goodness going on? And then the raspberry syrup around.
It's not overbearing, but it's like a nice creaminess to it. Okay. And then it's gonna have a nice pear tart on top of it. They're gonna give it that fruit forward taste. So some arugula, they give it that salty, peppery kind of texture. Nice. Oh, and the flowers too. Beautiful. Thank you. Absolutely.
Okay, so again, everybody was nice. I didn't let the servers just put the plate and walk away. I need the experience. Inquiring minds want to know. My scholars want to know. So tell me what we have here in their words. So puff pastry, goat's cheese, wine-soaked pear, arugula, and flowers. Waldo says presentation is key. Yes. And then that raspberry or whatever, that was like a sweet drizzle on the outside. So I cut into it, kind of scooped up some of it. It was excellent. I really liked it. Marie says, I have an etiquette question. How would you suggest one approach these dishes when I'm not that sophisticated? Oh my goodness, I know, y'all. I didn't follow all of the rules here, but honestly, you are supposed to kind of cut into it, small bites. Did I pick it up and eat it like an open face? Yeah, I wanted a bite of everything. I wanted like the first bite, I ate it like, I know my etiquette teacher would kill me, but I wanted some of the puff pastry, goat's cheese, and pear all in one bite. But a lot of these delicate presentations, they kind of fall apart when you do that. So then you just cut small pieces and build it on the fork. And then you want to put a little bit of pastry, goat's cheese, and pear on your fork. And then you eat it off of the fork. What does Maya say? Yes, for $200, you want it all. Talk to me. Tell me when I'm eating. I want it all. I want it all. Absolutely. Talk to me. Let me know. Give me the experience. I already didn't get the elevator history lesson, so don't just set the food down and walk away. And they saw me with my phone out, like I'm, taking videos of everything. Talk to me. You feel me? Y'all are so funny. Exactly. All right. So that was our second course with wine. So I took some pictures for you all so you can see here some edible flowers, beautiful presentation. You can see in the background the sun is starting to set in Atlanta. You see the igloo in front of me. So it is becoming nice. It is becoming nice. Absolutely, Marie Marie. Yeah, I'm going to Maya says, and tell me I'm pretty on top of all of that. Yes, that's how they got me at the forced shopping experience. They complimented me. I have my white coat. And they're like, oh, that's beautiful. Is that filled with down or whatever? And of course, it get me start talking. Next thing you know, I'm swiping my card. Anyway, carry on, Maggie. All right, so just got some close-up pictures for you all. Beautiful presentation. You can tell that an artistic chef came up with this menu. Presentation was excellent. For these courses that are served room temperature, they were perfect. However, you all know that I'm a texture person, but I'm also a temperature person. If something is supposed to be hot, I want it hot. And the subsequent courses were not hot. Brandon says, how did we get from $130 to $200? The wine. So it was $130. But if you wanted to do the wine that they recommended with each course, that was another $50. So it's $180. Y'all are laughing at Maya. Yeah, tell me. Yeah, they charged me $50. So each glass, and it was a half pour because you're supposed to taste it and eat. Y'all, by the third glass, because I'm trying to drink it and I can't. Oh, Brandon says unacceptable. I'm glad you feel me. I was just like, maybe I'm just out of my league here. Like, I just don't spend $200 on one meal. Like, I don't even spend $200 on groceries like that, but I want to be experienced. So I'm glad that I went. So you all can see I got lots of pictures for you. All right. So yeah. So you can see here, I'm trying to take pictures of everything. So that was the course number 2. Now we're ready for course number 3. This is the duck confit. Okay, so this came in a bowl and it's like duck meat with some greens. The orange is pumpkin gnocchi and shaved something. This is where it started to go a little bit downhill for me because beautiful, the pumpkin was great, but it was room temperature. Now, I don't know, maybe it's supposed to be room temperature, but I feel like this kind of looked like a bowl of like a chunky soup stew. And my experience was they spent so much time like getting the presentation right. Like you could tell that, when it was time for the next course, it was, brought to you. But it was paired with the wine and the flavor was good. I just wish it were served hot. Maybe it's not supposed to be. Maybe someone in here knows. Let's see if I can get you some sound so you can hear what they say. Because I agree, Maya. Talk to me. Let me know what this is. I don't eat like this every day. Don't just put that in front of me and walk away.
Gnocchi and Japanese pumpkin. We have our green baby kale, ricotta on the top with our ganache, which is going to be our pork sauce that's been reduced on the side. Oh my god, it's incredible. Oh, thank you so much.
All right, so I was really excited and the flavor was good. So pumpkin gnocchi, pork sauce is the drizzle, ricotta is the cheese, and then bay kale. So this was course number 3, okay? Waldo says duck when cooked well is absolutely delicious. It was delicious. It was tender, it was flavorful, it was just room temperature. And I don't know if that's how it was supposed to be, but when I think like of gnocchi, which is a pasta, I'm thinking of something that's going to be warm. Maya says she'll have 2 of them. Thank you. What does Brandon say? That don't even look like duck meat you've ever had, and it's always hot. That was, part of it for me. Like not knowing, having the wrong menu, lukewarm food. It just especially like I said, I had to go over the river and through the woods to get here. So, but I'm glad I went. I'm glad I had the experience. And again, this is me going for the New Year's menu, which was a price fixed menu, which means they probably just had everything plated. And when you came in, they just served you one course at a time. So this may be unfair. I don't know if anybody's been to 9 Mile Station and ordered something prepared fresh off of the regular menu. I've heard great things, but for New Year's, this is, yeah. So, but anyway, giving you all of the eye candy that you can handle. What does Brandon say? By the third meal and the third glass of wine, I would have been skinning and grinning like a whole fool. Yeah, that's what Maya said. That was part of their plan. All right, just taking lots of pictures so you all can see. They did refresh the silverware, so you can see here in proportion. It's a nice portion, not a huge portion, but nice, which is fine because it's 5 courses. Maggie's hitting the wall. Y'all can tell. All right, so the sun is starting to go down. And I'm just taking video for you all so you can see this is the view in front of me. So people are gathering, the staff is there. People have come into their igloos. Yes, for $200 more, you can rent a private igloo. I'm on the inside, but if you want to be outside while the sun goes down around you for the low, low price of $200 and $25 food minimum per person. So there was a couple to my right. I think there was a group of 6 in front of me, so you all can see. Sun's starting to go down. So you can see Maggie is hitting the wall. I'm not really able to finish the wines as they keep coming out. And just like, oh, mama, help me. So she was like, you don't have to finish it. I was like, ma'am, you don't understand. All right. So this is course number 4. We're winding down. This is the ribeye. So I will let you all see. So, and that is not from the ribeye. It's another like sweet reduction that's on the side. So that's the ribeye cap, cooked medium well. The ribeye was very good, but also served room temperature. And I'm sorry, you all, for a steak, for a sizzling steak. I know you let it rest, but I wanted to still have temperature to it. It was very tender. It was very flavorful. The ribeye was. However, I'm going to let you all hear. I did not like the sides. That was like some type of potato and then chopped up asparagus. It was room temperature and the potato was kind of dry. The ribeye was excellent though. Oh, what does Living Out Loud say? Is that a plastic bowl? Yes, the $200 igloos. You can rent those if you wanted for that rooftop experience. Maya says, I hate that you didn't get to try their mussels. They're delicious. Okay, maybe one day I'll go back if somebody takes me. But on my own, over the river and through the woods, Atlanta has so many great places to eat, and I want to be taking you all to all of them. Well, as many as I can go to. But yeah. Brandon says, wait, that's the infamous $200 igloo. It looks like a plastic bubble. It is. It's a plastic bubble. It has like a zipper, and you can go in and you sit down, and they come and serve you, and you can be out with the stars. I don't think it's pate. I think it was some type of starch. It was some potato, but in my opinion, it was dry. What does Waldo say? Nah, that ribeye play doesn't have the presentation appeal. All right, let's see what they say. Let me take this down. I don't know what Dell's on delay. She says free is good. I don't know. All right, let me get you guys sound so we can hear what they're saying. Get it to the beginning. But yeah, here's what I did do because my head was spinning at this point. I did eat all of the ribeye, and the steak actually helped, me process some of the alcohol because I needed it. Um, but yeah, unfortunately for me, I only ate the ribeye and I left the sides. They were not for me. Thank you so much.
Any questions on that, okay?
All right, so what do we have here? Listen.
It's going to be
And I'm back. I'm going to play that one more time, you all. I don't know if you all were able to hear. We had a little technical difficulty. I want you to listen to the server. And this is nothing against the server, but this is what's happening. They bring the plate and they set the plate down and they start to walk away. So I'm asking, can you explain to me what I have here? Now remember, the menu is on the table, so I can read what's on the menu, but I want you to sell it to me. I know I've already paid for it, but I want you to whet my appetite. Let me know how great it's going to be. The server, when I'm asking her, what is this? She's literally reading to me what's already on the menu. And then I'm asking more clarifying questions, and she's like, yeah. And I'm like, no, what is it? So just listen to the exchange. For me, maybe this is petty, maybe this is picky, but at this price point, I want you to know it, I want you to love it, and I want you to sell it to me. Make me want this, make me want to come back. All right, let's see if we can get some sound. I was a little bit disappointed with that. And again, she did say um, the chef just put this together so they were all still learning. I agree. The steak should be steaming hot. I agree. Living Out Loud says, thank you, Marie. Yeah, it wasn't bleeding. It was like a sweet sauce, but I know it doesn't look that appetizing.
Any questions on that? All right, so what do we have here? It's going to be our ribeye cap, which is just going to be the juicier, softer, tender part of the steak on the fatty side as well. And it's going to have the smoked crust, and then potatoes, asparagus, and sassafras to go on top of it to give it that like acidic taste. So what's the brown and the green? Gremolata butter. This right here, it looks like like an emulsion. It's like a weird emulsion the way that they compact it. So like some kind of texture because the steak or the savory part you want to be that part. Okay. On the side is what? Correct. No, I'm asking what is this on the side? Oh, the green one. That's gonna be the asparagus. Chopped up asparagus. Okay. Yeah, perfect. Thank you so much. Any questions?
All right, so you all can see I was struggling a little bit, and you can tell me maybe I'm being too hard, but you're a server at an expensive restaurant. I'm already paying, 22% gratuity, which I have no problem paying. And then, when they bring you the thing to sign, they ask for even more. But I just want you to be knowledgeable. In my opinion, it's not acceptable. If you're not ready to explain the menu to me, then maybe you should be doing other things. At this price point, I expect a different level of service. So Mona says, child, throw the whole play. All right, what are the sides? Everybody wants to know what are the sides because she wasn't able to explain it to me. Let me go back here and let me just show you guys what was on this menu. Oh, is it? Oh, don't lock up on me again. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Lisa. Let me refresh. It was chopped up asparagus and it was some type of potato, but she didn't really explain it the way that I would have liked. What does Maya say? That's one thing that churns my butter. Do not place blame on the chef. If he created the menu this morning, you, my dear, should know what's being served. Yeah, Maya's not feeling it either. Because here's the thing. You want people to come eat it, and you want me to tip well, and I want to do that, and you want to accept it, but Waldo says, Maggie, you're 100% right. I expect all servers to be knowledgeable about the meal. Yeah. Let me see, y'all. It's doing that spinning thing again. Let me close that tab. I know we had a little technical difficulty. Let me open it up. But yeah, I just, if you're going to highly encourage that, I add on the wine and, towards the end, we're getting towards the end, you bring me the tab and it's more than $50, and I'm asking you, okay, what is this? Just explain to me what I'm paying for. Oh, well, the gratuity is already included, but you can, because they give it to you at the sign page where you can add more gratuity. And I'm just kind of like, I just, oh dear, living out loud, y'all. I don't want to be mean. Whoever plated that needs a plating lesson with Maggie, and I'm not even that great. I'm not a chef. As a matter of fact, all involved in the experience should have the proper knowledge on everything involved for the customer's experience. Exactly, y'all. Here's what I think about. If you're a young couple or a date night, or somebody who's worked very hard, and you take your significant other out, I would just really expect that it's I want an amazing experience. Like I want to be like, wow, that was incredible. Like when we did the tea with Nana at the St. Regis, it's just kind of like, it was ooh and ah. I mean, I don't expect that from McDonald's, but when you're paying $200 per person, the server was not expecting me to ask questions. Well, I'm sorry, you got the wrong one. I want to know. I want to know. I'm going to ask questions. I want you to tell me that it is beef from this farm, and it's flown in, and it's never frozen, and it's aged, and it's like, that's what I want. The starch was very dry. I didn't like it. I'm coming, y'all. And I'm back. I'm so sorry we were struggle streaming. Hopefully, you were able to enjoy your Walmart water. But yes, Brandon, I saw your comment, and I'm just pulling up the photos. I want to let you all know what was on there. But I see Brandon says, your dad is an executive chef. I love that. And explains the menu to the staff. Absolutely. Chefs can come out and explain if the time permits. 10 plus sounds. Thank you. I think that would be great. Don't make another one for me, but like stand by. You all are so good. Y'all are so good to me. You understand the struggle streaming. Oh my goodness. All right. I was trying to get you to and I saw Lisa joined. Hello, Lisa. Thank you so much for being here. All right, you guys, 5 more minutes and we're wrapping up. Let me just show you, because that was the next to the last course. I'm going to show you what it was. I don't know what happens. All right. So I'm going to get down to it, get down on it. Marie says, your collards are seasoned with ham, lean and fat crushed red pepper flakes, white onion. Oof, that's a description. Hello. Hello. All right, y'all. Let me scroll down to where we were. Not the vegetarian. All right. So this is what I was eating for the fourth course. Oh, sorry. So you all can see ribeye cap with a smoked crust, beef fat boulangerie potato. So basically, potatoes cooked in beef fat instead of like oil or butter. A lot of times they do that with meat. They'll use the fat, like cooking in bacon grease, but the potatoes were dry. And then asparagus salsa verde. So the green sauce on the side was asparagus chopped up. It wasn't bad. It was just cold. And by cold, I mean room temperature. Nothing on that plate was hot. And then the gremolata butter emulsion. So that's that sauce, that red sauce that you saw all around. I just think it was okay. How about dessert? Let's move on. All right, last thing. Y'all are done with the ribeye. Okay, let us go to dessert. And so y'all, all of that, all of that, all of that, all of that. All right. All right. So I just took pictures from different angles. I'm gonna click through, and then we'll get to dessert. Let you all see. So I'm just turning my plate. So there's the ribeye, there's the emulsion, asparagus, the potatoes. I'm just turning my plate and taking pictures with flash, without the flash. Y'all know what I do. So you can see y'all are not feeling it. All right. So I'm having trouble finishing my wine. I just stopped. But the sun is going down. The little table lamp is nice. Where did I take a video of here? All right, just showing you the view. Sun's going down in the city. Beautiful. That you can see around me. And it stayed pretty empty as I was leaving, but those are the igloos. You can see they have their lights at the bottom. They have their little space heater in there. Waldo says they could have done a more appealing presentation with the fourth course. Agreed. All right, that's me, y'all. I'm watching one of my streams. Okay. But I did finish the ribeye. I did not eat the asparagus and I did not eat the potatoes, but the ribeye, I soaked it up. It was good. And that helped me to honestly sober up because it was just way too much wine for me. You love the view? Yeah. So you can see here. So I took some pictures. So you see, I ate all of the ribeye. There's my water that's included. I did like this little table lamp. It was so cool. Like when I turned it off, literally the whole thing went dark. But that little lamp didn't take up much space, lit up the whole table. There's my wine, and there's the view of the city. All right. So just and I think that's what you're paying for. You're paying for the view. But I've been in Atlanta for 20 years, so I have seen it. But if you're in the city for a special night, this could be a beautiful like date night. Absolutely, Waldo. I'm curious what the view is on the inside of those igloos, though. You know, if it's as clear as mine was. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Shucks, Brandon. I should have lifted up. That's what I do. I lift up the bottom to see the label. Let me see if I can find that lamp for you. Not right now, but I'll see what I can find out. All right, so we're ready for the final course. So this is the final sparkling wine. You see, I left the Bordeaux there. I couldn't even get it, but I'm just showing you all the view. The sun has gone down. It took me it was about 7 o'clock when I left. So you don't need to take 3 hours, but maybe 6:30. Yeah, probably about 6:30. So definitely spend 2 hours there. But I think the menu gives you 2 hour, 2.5 hours. I don't know who is here. Let's see if it's a package. Looks like an IKEA lamp. don't know. I'm not expecting anyone. Okay, here's the dessert. One second, y'all. I'm just checking my front door. I'm not expecting. Oh, Walmart delivery. Okay, cool. All right, so here's the dessert. Let's see if we can get sound for you. I love the dessert. I know we went down the ribeye rabbit hole, but it looks like an egg, and there's orange on the inside. When you crack it open, it's like a hard shell. It was great. Let me see.
Blood orange curd as well as a raspberry.
So I'm supposed to crack it
Open
open.
and then eat the goodness on the inside. Oh my goodness. Surprise on the inside. Thank you so much. All right. That would be great.
So they did refresh my forks. So you can see here. So I'm going to crack into it. Sounds delicious. Yeah. So you see, you have to like hit it hard and then you crack into it. And it looks like a fried egg on the inside, but that's orange and raspberry. So it was a nice little tart. So that was fun. All right. So you can see here, or hopefully you all can see here. Yeah. This was actually a different waitress, Brandon. Maybe the one that I kept asking questions, like, I'm not going to that lady anymore. Yeah, I think the server that I got, they started me off with someone who was great, and then they switched it up. I didn't like the switch up. Um, and so they brought back the first lady. But you can see here red berry pulova, blood orange curd, caramelized white chocolate, and berry dust. Yeah, I don't know if they put the trainee on Maggie, but I don't need the trainee. I'm going to ask a lot of questions. It says berry dust for the topping. Um, yeah, red berry pavlova is what it says. So yeah, I don't think it's pomegranate. All right, you all. So that is, I just think it's so cute. It looks like an egg, but it is not. It was sweet. It was a nice little crust, like a meringue, like a sweet meringue. So I did pick that up and eat it. I tried to put it on my fork, but a lot of this stuff is for presentation, and sometimes it's hard to eat. So I picked up a little piece and had it. And I did do one lap outside, just so you all can see. Before I was leaving, I opened the doors, and I want you guys to see. Thank you, Waldo. I'm glad you liked it. I walked outside to where the igloos were. There was a door there, so you can go and you can see the skyline of Atlanta. I'm not in the city, but close enough. And you can see if the weather's nice. They have this nice bar area with the lamps, the heat lamps. For the New Year's Eve, they weren't doing that, but I just walked around. Happy New Year, Linda. Thank you so much for being here. My first time seeing you. Wonderful. You all can see the igloos there. So I just did a little lap. Waldo says, from 1 to 10, what would you rate the entire experience? 7. I'd give it a 7. It wasn't horrible, um, but it didn't blow my socks off. Yeah, I'd give it a 7. I would give the tea with Santa a 10 out of 10, St. Regis. I would give the St. Regis Christmas a 9 out of 10. Thank you for the $2. Well, this is a super sticker and it's 2CHF. Thank you for the big red heart, Linda. I don't know what currency that is, and I don't want to get it wrong. I don't know if that's the Czech Republic, but thank you. I appreciate that, y'all. Oh, you're from Switzerland. So I know in Switzerland they use the euro, right? Or no, the franc? Thank you. It doesn't matter. I appreciate you so, so much. Thank you and welcome. All right, so I took some pictures out so you all can see. It's hard in the night light. Plus, I've been 5 glasses down. Oh, Swiss franc. Look at Brandon. I'm telling you. Brandon, our world traveler. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, my dear. I was in Switzerland this summer. Beautiful, clean, expensive. Um, Zurich? I can't remember, but I've been to Switzerland. Love the chocolate. Okay, the gong gong is going nuts. Y'all can hear the crunk music. I'm gonna have to deal with that. But you all can see, I think this is the last one. So I'm outside on the roof. It is beautiful. I walked outside of the restaurant just to take a panoramic view so you all can see. They have music playing. It had been a little like rainy off and on, but it dried up enough. Thank you, my dear. So yeah, you all can see. I would give it a 7, but I think for me, here's the last picture. I think for me, I had really high expectations because this was New Year's Eve. Can you hear it? Gonna get me a community strike. These kids, oh, jeez. No comments. But you can see the igloos. So this is a still picture. I'm gonna have to end my stream because I don't want any guideline strikes because I'm playing copywritten music. Y'all already know somebody's about to get the mom eyes. All right. Welcome to Atlanta. Oh, is Crunk old? Y'all know I'm old. I don't know. Y'all know I'm not cool. Y'all keep coming back. Oh, all right. So just some last pictures as I'm leaving because it was like the game's about to go. Come on. So you can see as the sun went down, this is from outside looking in through the clear plastic. So 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. All right. So, you all, I'm going to go ahead and dismiss. I am going to go to service. And then later today, I know y'all, I'm doing the most. I did book tea at the Waldorf Astoria. So, I'm going to compare it to the St. Regis. I don't know if y'all want me to go live again tonight to review it or once is enough. But tomorrow I am cooking with Nana. 5 p.m. Eastern. If you want to see jollof rice, shout out to the Africans. So mom wants to come and cook. So whew, you will see that. Let me see. All right. I don't know why the videos always come so low definition. All right. So this is going back down the freight elevator. You can see they have this the carnival thing going on. I don't get it. Maybe it's supposed to be like a winter wonderland. Yes, mom will be back tomorrow. She wants to cook with the grandbabies. So I'm getting ready to get this is me going back on the elevator. So that freight elevator that, I had to walk across the river, come from the princess carriage, and then the elevator opened up, people are coming off, and I'm getting back on the elevator to go down, 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 to go low, 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 low. Yes, y'all be safe out there. Happy New Year. I think we've talked about everything. We'll see. I'll be at the Waldorf Astoria today, and then that is it, y'all. I got to get the rest of, not the rest of it, but we got to get this holiday weight off so that I can fit into those dresses that we picked out so I can do this again for you all at the San Diego meetup. But if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I do live stream for you every day. This is me going down the elevator. Usually it's cooking, but when I do go out, I like to share it with you all. So either tonight, if you want tonight, you can put tonight in the chat. If you want later, put later in the chat. I'm going to do my last holiday outing, which will be tea at the Waldorf Astoria, which is a very fancy hotel here in Atlanta. I think they're everywhere, but I'm doing the tea because their Christmas dinner, I'm sorry, their New Year's menu was like $350, and I can't justify that. I cannot justify that. All around natural beauty. Later, I agree. Thank you so much for being here. All Around Natural Beauty, also part of the Lead Attorney Mastermind. She's got 2 channels out, and she has a reaction channel and gives us her perspective from nursing experience for 30 years. All right, so I'm back on the floor level, and you all can see Ponce City Market. So this is the floor level, and you can see back there where you're going to the roof and some of the shops. So now I'm walking to the parking garage, and I'm headed home. Yes. Oh, look at Brandon. Y'all take such good care of me. Maggie needs her rest. Oh, Waldo says anytime you choose. All right. So we will probably hold. I'm going to go to the Waldorf Astoria. I'll make a reel or a short so you all can see it. Tomorrow is jollof rice with Nana, so mom will be back. And I need to take off the discount code for my course. I'm not going to say what it is, but if you all like what I'm doing and you've thought about monetizing your passions, y'all know I'm a proud student of the Lead Attorney, and he has said if you're over 35, start a YouTube channel because people need to know your life experience. I'm on YouTube, Face, Twitter, Instagram, and working on TikTok. I don't have enough subscribers to go live there, but I'm just sharing my love of food with you all. I was monetized in 4 months. It usually takes new channels a year. You all help push me across the ledge That didn't sound good, but you know what I mean. So that I earn extra income from you all just being here. So I really, really appreciate it. You can preview the course for free. It's $50 and you get lifetime access. It's broken up over 15 different modules, and you can watch over and over as needed. Oh, All Around Natural Beauty says the course is excellent. I walk you through, thank you. I walk you through my approach to getting the subscribers, getting the watch hours. I include screenshots of the process so you know what the emails look like coming from Google, things to watch out for, all of that. So thank you. All right, you guys. So that was it for today. I think we are done for today. I'll put some reels together, but I absolutely love being here with you all. Thank you for spending. It's not going to be pretty. All right. Thank you for spending your day with me. Happy New Year. Please be safe. I'm looking forward to 2023. I'm looking forward to so many things: traveling, eating, getting the rest of this weight off, San Diego, Boston, and whatever else I can squeeze in. I'll be in Greece in the summer, just so much stuff. So I'll take you guys around with me every day. So, Khalees, if you're still here, now you all can say you've been to 9 Mile Station, at least for New Year's. All right, Instagram class is dismissed, and Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, class is dismissed. Oh, you can't hear the music? Good. It's booming. Boom, 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 boom. Daggum kid got speakers for Christmas. And on that note, class is dismissed. Thank you all for being